Hello, hello, howdy, hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing Ace Attorney. And I am I'm thrilled about it, genuinely. I'm very excited to do more of this game. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to Jayshu for getting the first Channel Points reward. And also Select, thank you for the not first. Much appreciated. Oh, okay, so Jayshu's been around for 2 years and 4 months. I swear to months go by quicker than Kwami streams. And he's been following for 2 years and 1 week. I don't remember if he being there in the first month I was there. Yeah, definitely some crazy times. Is Chad Cat back then? No, sorry. No, it would be great to have Chad Cat back. She's busy. She's busy. I've been doing all the voices. I mean, I could ask her if she wants to, if she wants to guest star maybe, but she's had a lot going on. You'll notice she hasn't been able to make it to streams as much. Okay, so you might want other follow which command. Yeah, no, that's such a funky statement though. Why do months go by quicker than Quimby streams? And it's really just because you're right. Like, I can imagine an individual stream would probably run a bit quicker than just the sensation of time passing over months. It's kind of wild. And Solaka's been here for the Solaka account has been here for 2 months, 3 weeks. I think if you want to know how long you've been around, you'll want to do it with your main. Yeah. Gotta watch for the months. But Solak being around for 2 months, almost 3 months, honestly, is kind of significant in and of itself. Wow, I can talk. That's a lie, but you know, kind of crazy. I think Close's main is currently Daibot. Yeah, there we go. 4 months and 1 week. Sheesh, that is quite some time. And guys, we're coming up really close on my 3-year anniversary. Did you guys know that? Did you know that next Tuesday is going to be my 3-year anniversary? Do you guys know that? How crazy is that? That's the end of the intro section though. That's that. Here, I need to really quick mess with my mixer a little bit so that when I turn on game sounds, it's not gonna be overly loud for you guys. Friend has been here for 1 year and 7 months. Sheesh. And then Seinfeld, it's a 7. Oh wait, that's right. Because I was like, I feel like it's longer than 4 months. You're right. You did it for a clean break. I remember. Eating host Quimby streams equals divine experience. Yay! Nice. Oh, sorry. I have a friend who's asking me art questions about our D&D characters. Give me 2 seconds to answer this, and then we'll jump into this. My little guys. Joining on Quimby's 8th month of streaming, so I can technically say joined on the 1st year of Quimby's career. Absolutely, you can say that. You joined before I was a Twitch baby. Kate, we've been around for 3 months and 2 weeks. Sheesh. Hold on, give me 2 seconds about it's anatomy questions. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I promise I'll be there. I'll be with you so soon. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Some hairs are bleeding already. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Here, let's change the scene. 3, 2, 1, and bop. Hello, it's Ace Attorney. Are you guys ready for crime? Solving crime, technically, not doing crime. We're not doing crime, we are solving crime. But yeah, rise from the ashes. Here we go. Like Minecraft. Oh, and frogs. Okay, we can do things. No crime, only love. Wow, no crime, only love moment. Okay, checking Minecraft. 2021 to 2023 to 2024. Building style change. Nice. Nice. Yeah, you've really been progressing a lot, Jayshu. The way you build has been popping off. Alright. And frogs time, because Solok redeemed frogs. Let's get them ready to run. Alright. And yo, the bouncy TBHs. Nice. Okay, frogs are brought to you today by Solok, and here they are. Oh, don't mind the background music. We're just about to go into the evidence room. Don't worry about it. This is good frog music. Good music for frogs. Good music to be looking at frogs with, I think. Let's do another round of frogs while I drink some water. Because frogs are pog. I gotta say, frogs, kinda pog. Big frogs. It's always frogs, am I tripping? No, we changed it to frogs a couple months ago. Changed it to frogs a couple months ago because someone said something about it. I don't know, and I did it, and it's just been that way for a while now. I don't know, it's one of those things that just sort of happened. Stuff just happens sometimes around here, you know? Good to know I'm not going crazy? No, you did absolutely not going crazy. In fact, kinda popping off. Kinda doing great, if I'm gonna be honest. Wow, these frogs are going for a while. Wow, wow, wow. Max has been following for 2 weeks. Yeah, Max recently refollowed after having not done it for a bit. Mandela effect. It's been 4 months now. None of you noticed. Freddy! Oh my gosh! Thank you for the boop and hello! How are you? Welcome on in. We've got a really long frogs running right now. This one's been going for a decent while, to be honest. Okay, and there we go. I'm going on this one. Oh, bye, friend. Alright, thank you for the frog slug. Much appreciated. But yeah. I can unfollow and refollow because my OG account is still following. This is true. Are you guys ready to go to the evidence room? February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So, this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Check Minecraft? Alright, I'll check real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Yo, need a lot of turn. Wow. Close, that is going. I got about 20 seconds till I got leave them out. Oh, that's fine, Freddy. Thank you for coming in, even if it was only for 20 seconds. Does it pick me in the face? No, she's just a little guy. She's just a little guy. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, Gumshoe, wait! Oh, I missed that a little bit. What just happened? Did she hit Gumshoe? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow 50 bucks? I'd give them 50 bucks, no problem. Bye, Freddy, bye! So, go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. To your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant. Will loan anyone 50 bucks? Even me? I drink water? Alright. Sorry, Coach was pushed off a building by Jayshu. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Here, I'm gonna drink water for Freddy. Thank you, Freddy. Much appreciated. Good luck with your life endeavors. Good luck with that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day? But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evanston Forest? Poor plans. Well, hello there. Well. Alright. Add to the court records. I'll want to check that out. Let's check this. Okay. Floor plan. This means nothing to me. I'm going to have to look for bloodstains. But let's talk to Gumshoe really quick. Is my name of this game? I don't know if there's any cases she's in. Why don't you like Emma? Her sister's on trial. I hope she gets out of the objection. Her sister's on trial. She's trying to save her sister from confessing to the crime that I don't think she committed. Why don't you like Emma? So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. Her sister is guilty? What the heck? Jayshu, that's my client! You want me to lose? Like, like, despite your feelings on Emma, you want me to lose? In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course, I am a detective after all. They give me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Let's talk about Edgeworth. Why is he being nice to me? What the heck? What are you guys on about here? I need to put on a jacket because it's a little chilly, but what are you on about? Why are you guys like this? Is it pick me? No, she's just a little guy who wants to be an investigator someday. And she's stepping in and is helping me get out of my depressive spiral. What? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now? I can read this properly. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. Another case that Edgeworth can't get away from? But what I don't know. That case? Yeah, that case. The Issel 9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. I really want to know more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. The ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint. Oh. That's important. Lana's right hand. Lana's right hand. Lana's right hand. Every time Emma's on screen. Oh my gosh, Jayshu. Can you let my investigation partner do her thing? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? Can I choose a cat that you're in? Everyone got your time on Amazon screen. Guy used generically as a term. On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. That's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the court record. Okay, so we want to try and get him to talk about the Issel 9 incident. Why don't I don't know why you're like this. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us, that's true. something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat, either. If you're gonna talk about behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. She's gonna be here for the entirety of the investigation. So you're gonna have to get over it. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high tech around here. Alright. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. Never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. That's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. It was like 2 months ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Ah, that's a bug sweeper. I'm pretty sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? Can't judge a person or machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. And play Fortnite? Like, oh, yep. Totally chill. Good luck with that, Colas. That's the door we just came in through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. That feels like it's significant that you don't need an ID card to get out. No clues here. Good luck. Is this one Bettina? I'm open. Gotcha. I don't know why you're like this. What is Hassan Paint doing here? Since the dawn of time. True art has always been a war against oppression. What? Gumshoe? True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? That's concerning. Look, this one's open, and the red light indicator above the door is lit. That locker is coded with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get past it open. It'd be hard to get open again if we closed it. It's empty. Must have taken the contents elsewhere. Interesting. Oh, Nico's Dollbot told me to drink some water. I haven't been able to play it at all. I had stuff to do yesterday. I was going to an event with a friend. By the back of something like, can you tell that? I don't appreciate you. I don't appreciate the Emma abuse. I don't appreciate it. You can not like her, but threatening physical violence on her I feel like is going a little far. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Oh, SL9, it's part of the SL9 case. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove added to the court record. An extremely thin rubber glove. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? SL9, isn't it, pal? See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. So thank you for the honk. Take a closer look. Absolutely. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Ha, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. No, we're not supposed to... This piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting everything else in place. This is very irresponsible of us. Okay. Can I, Okay, well, we're looking for a piece that fits that bottom little jagged part. Right there. So we're looking for something that has a nice little zigzag. Or at the very least, something that can go right there. That's not it. Can I build? No, I will unlock every new location before I actually start playing. I'll pop off. That's got a handle. That's got a piece of a handle. That's part of the... No. Like that. But that's not gonna be... Oh wow, those pieces are big. Oh wow, oh wow, the pieces are big. Okay. I somehow I didn't expect the pieces to be that big. That's not gonna be it. I'm thinking it's gonna be this one, maybe? No. No, that piece definitely goes on the top there. So it's this piece, and this piece are all top pieces. I'm looking for something that fits in that little spot right there. I don't think that's what I'm looking at. I really feel like it's gotta be this one. Nope, not that one. But what's that long straight edge right there? I don't think it's this one. That little thing on the bottom there. No. I thought this feeling like about Battle Royale and the other half reused footage. Ah, bless. I die from falling off cliffs all the time? Me when I die from falling off cliffs. Alright, there's that. I feel like that one goes there. That little piece at the bottom is pretty distinctive. I feel like that one's gotta go there. These puzzle pieces are not really well they don't fit together well. This is kind of not my favoriteest little puzzle I've ever done. Then we're missing something there. All right. Oh, Pog. Oh, this tier 1 skin looks like something of Apex Legends. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. Problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. It's probably not a jar at all then. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar added to the court record. Oh, look at this. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Sounds like P-Pipe Planes vs. Zombies? What? It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use our testing fluid to check it out. Alright, yeah, we'll get to that in just a sec. To put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are 2 things that bother me. 1, why are some of the pieces missing? 2, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Let's just check if there's anything I haven't clicked on. And... okay. I would like to spray. I mean, yeah, that's pretty obvious. But there's something right there. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint. I make his hands and battle out. My fingers now fencing shields and swing steps. What? Good rebel resistance. Oh boy. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please. You have to help me. When they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective! Okay, I do want to... I want to check some other things. Oh! Oh, hello! Hello? That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman. Was actually an alien? I come into based Gumshoe. Can't trust the police. He's so based! He's such a guy, but he's so based! Me when Gumshoe was based. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. It's all coming together. Don't trust the police. Okay, we're gonna spritz around a little bit, just on the off chance that we're missing something. But to be honest, it kind of doesn't seem like we are. I'm just using up all of this spray. I would like to check over here, though, actually. Just see if there's anything over here. Kind of doesn't seem like there is. Alright. I'll put the door in. Nope. I was described like JoJo's you a what? The detective was an alien. It does seem that way. Give me just a sec. Alright, so we know that that there's blood and stuff. That's important. I want to see if we can get Gumshoe to tell us about the DL6. Sorry, not DL6, SL9. Sheesh. Oh my goodness, there's so much evidence right now. The evidence full. Evidence entirely full. Well, let me just say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing! That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Okay, so he doesn't want to talk about that, but I really want to talk about SL9? Detective Goodman's no, and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know. 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. I have a Russian friend over me. Oh, Poggies. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Can you tell me? Yes! Yes! Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? Serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. The killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Interesting. Okay, the question is there more we can get from Gumshoe, or do we... Is there more that we can get from Gumshoe, or should we move at this point? Let's ask about... Let's see if he knows anything about Edgeworth. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. Or, I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. I kind of feel like I know what it is, and it's that the King of Prosecutors is able to break the defense. Just a gut feeling. Alright, the question is there anything else that we need to ask Gumshoe about? I mean, we can try this. No, that's his he doesn't want to talk about it. Text, okay. Well, this has been very enlightening. When Phoenix wasn't invited? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. He's the defense. Okay. I want to see if I can talk to Edgeworth, to be honest. I really want to see if Edgeworth is available. I don't know if he will be, but if possible, I'd love— No! Where is he? Where's my boy? Why is he being nice to me? What's going on? Okay, I don't know if Meekins will tell us anything. Damon Gant is gone. I mean, maybe Marshall? Okay, so we've gotten a lot of clues today. Like, and to be honest, quite frankly, absurd amount of evidence. But I need to figure out how to trigger something. So is the vase a trophy? That's the question. The vase was evidence from SL9. Oh, I should investigate the vase. Hey, look! They're hard to make out, but there's some dark red stains here. Looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. Okay. Whoa. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. That's weird. I wonder which side is up. Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right? Maybe it actually goes this way? I mean, it almost feels like it would make sense with the way that the handle looks to go this way. Huh. Anything from the inside of the jar? No, let's also take a look at this. There's blood here and there's blood there. That's important. Maybe sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. This is neither Wild nor West here. Aha! That and this are two different things entirely. I guess so? Huh? I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Okay, I do wanna present some things to Marshall and see if oh, right, I want to ask him about oh, wait. No, wait, I remember. The sheet. I want to ask Gumshoe. I want to ask Gumshoe about it. Hey, Gumshoe, tell me about this. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. And I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. But what? D-card record updated in the court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Ooh. And who is this number? This number is the one I'm actually most curious about right now. I should probably honestly show it to Meekins. Unless, does he want to talk about it? Huh. Okay, we're gonna go to the detention center really quick. We're going to Criminal Affairs Department, Detention Center. We are going to present this. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing that Buckminster. Alright, this is his text that says when he doesn't want to talk about something. Okay, okay, so we need to show this to someone, probably still. Damon Gant is gone. Let's go to the guard station, maybe show this again. Now that we have something new about it? No, okay. Nothing. Okay, then I feel like we're probably back to Gumshoe. Cause the music changed in here. Oh, well, the music's back to normal. Unless I have something new to show Marshall that I think he'll talk to me about, I think Gumshoe is my best bet right now. We know that this. Who is that? Who is this number? Who is this number? I really want to know who this number is. Huh? No, okay. Not that. No, nothing there. Oh wait, Detective Goodman's note, and that's what. Oh, I've already done this. Talking about the first big case. I feel like the amount of blood on this shoe. Yeah, there's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe. It's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood. It's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Yeah, okay, so the shoe was definitely... The blood that was definitely stepped in here. This is definitely where the blood was stepped in. Doesn't want to talk about it. 5-9. Hey, wait a second. ID number, that presumably is the badge number. Bruce Goodman's second number is definitely 8. Why is there a 9 there? The 9 is the second number on this one, Hey chat! Hey chat! I spent the last 2 minutes typing Pleasant Piazza because my internet wouldn't let me leave. Or do you mean my internet? Okay, but guys, look at that! Look at that 9! Look at that scribbled out 9! Look at that scribbled out 9! Whatever, that's gotta mean something. I don't know what exactly it means yet, but it's gotta be something. Let's actually maybe move to guard station. Did we present the ID record again? No, okay. Nothing there. Some evidence to getting rid of this guy. We tried this and this. Nope. Nope. Nothing there. This, yeah, I figured that wouldn't be anything. Okay. Something is going on, but whatever could it be? He's not gonna tell me more about the King of Prosecutors Award. I feel like it's either something with Marshall or with Gumshoe. Let's just try presenting a couple things. Oh! That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number, too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. I'm glad we know that Gumshoe's based. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I didn't mean, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. That's kind of what I'm getting at a lot, is that there's gotta be some sort of grudge against Edgeworth here. This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the Blue Badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I toiled night and day! I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe. But I can see why they moved it. Took the Blue Badger away for a little bit. That feels like it could be significant, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Nothing on that. That's the photo that Miss Star took. Anything you can tell us about it? That Miss Star is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now! I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. We're getting some fascinating little tidbits, but, We've already done this one. Okay, but music change. Music change is significant. But I don't think he's talking about anything else. But maybe once that triggers, he'll want to talk about something. Let's see. So I talked a little bit about SL9. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I forgot to check the autopsy report. Deceased Bruce Goodman, day and time of death, February 21st between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Okay, okay. So clearly there's something... Clearly there's something very significant about being Edgeworth's number that I need... That triggers something, but maybe it isn't with Gumshoe after all. Let's head back to the guard station. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. Alright, we've already shown him the updated record. I guess I could show this to Angel Star. I don't know if she would know anything, but it might be worth a shot if we're not getting anything from anyone else. Underground parking lot. Can you take a look at this? No, she's not gonna tell me anything. Nope, she's not gonna tell me anything. Please, I want to talk to Edgeworth. I want to talk to Edgeworth. Please, where is he? Where is he? Where's Edgeworth? Alright, let's head back to Brighton Cove for a minute. Okay. Because sometimes you need to head back to home base for something to trigger, but so far no luck. Could go back to Meekins. Let's try... Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Nope, he does not know anything. Nope, he does not know anything about that. Doesn't know anything about that. Doesn't know anything about that. Currently, I think my best clue is something about this. If I can't talk to Edgeworth, we've already shown it to Gumshoe. Marshall doesn't say anything about it. Neither is anyone else. And there goes Dollbot. Tell me to drink water. Yeah, sure, Dollbot. Yep. Yep. Alright. Huh. SL911, so that's 2. This one doesn't have an evidence tag. I'm really curious about what that's about. Huh. Okay. Huh. Oh. Okay. I feel like it's gotta be Marshall or Gumshoe. Something about Marshall or Gumshoe. There's something we present, something we talk about, something we examine, maybe? You sure have a lot of monitors in here. There's 8 cameras in the evidence room and all. 1 for each section. Which monitor shows the section where the crime took place? Why do cattle sit before the rains come? It's not for man to know. Unless you're the security guard responsible. I would love to see the camera footage of what happened the day. Ah! He's so unhelpful. Nope. know what's I don't know what's going on with all of the you know, with all the bots lately. Also, can't figure out how to do a report on them, but you know, banning should be fine for now. All right. Let's see. You know what? I think maybe this is an appropriate moment to go head back to Wright & Co. and ask Em if she has any ideas. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You're even in the defendant's chair just this past December. There's that business with him not reading that officer's report. Ah, about the killing of the police department, right. Chief of Police was right about that. But I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Okay. Oh, look, she's got her little badge now. Oh, that's darling, actually. Okay, let's head to the police department. Sometimes this game, I tell you, sometimes it's, and I have so many fragments of everything. I'm pretty sure I know half of what happened actually with the crime. But it's just hard to synthesize all in a way that will help me move forward. I think maybe there's enough evidence at this point that either I'm supposed to unlock a new location or person to talk to, or I need to do something to trigger court again. But I can't tell what at this moment in time. I don't think Meekins is going to be much help. I think I've gotten everything I need from Angel. It really feels like Gumshoe should be the one that I'm talking to. But I already asked him everything. And I've presented pretty much everything I've got at him. I haven't tried this. Nope, he's not gonna, he's not gonna talk about that. He's not gonna talk about that. Maybe... Oh, maybe we showed the picture to Marshall? Nope. Nothing. I keep saying it looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. But I have evidence. It's just not... Oh, and there's a Rickroll. Alright, thank you for the Rickroll. Much appreciated. Genuinely, that's a nice little reprieve from everything that's happening in the case. The case is being tricky right now. It's being kind of cringe, to be honest. And Lord, thank you for a second Rickroll. It is very kind of you. I'll get it marked in. Alright. Alright. I mean, should I show him this? Nope. Ah! It's all time for War Thunder. Yep, understandable. Have a great day. Understandable. Have a fantastic day. Is there anywhere I've been that I haven't spritzed this that I need to do? I don't have the option to spray it at all. Ah! So we know that Edgeworth's card number is on here, but what I really want to know is who is 4989596. That's really what I want to know. But I don't know how to go about finding that out because I don't think I can show it to anyone at the moment. Let's move to the police department entrance. I want to see if... No? Okay. Yeah, we a little bit of humorous dialogue. Look, that patrolman's looking at the guy. He must be a detective. Answer me. How many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, that's 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. Get glasses, officer. That wasn't a salute. It was an eye test. They make a good pair. That's all. Okay. Criminal Affairs Department. Nothing new happening over here. Oh, except more humorous dialogue. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know. The killer used a cassette tape. What a crafty trick. That gunshot was a fake. This is good. No one will expect a cassette tape in this day and age. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. I do like a bit of humorous dialogue. Okay. But nothing there. Unless Meekins is going to give us something. I think I've already tried presenting this to him. Yeah. Nothing there. I know I already tried that. Officer Meekins, this is rude. Hey, I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just want you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. It was an apple, sir. My dream, and I was being peeled. Okay, I feel like we've already seen this before. Knife moment. Okay. What happened if I show my attorney's badge to him? Have I already done that? Have I already done the attorney badge thing? Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir. Huh? I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. My guy, why? Plays his neck like that because he is the way that he is. Because he is the way that he is. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna get anything useful here. I also don't know if I'm gonna get anything useful elsewhere. What happens if I show Marshall my my attorney's badge? Nope, no, just talking about evidence. It's an attorney's badge, it's not evidence. But I know you're saying you need evidence to get somewhere with this guy, but I've shown you pretty much everything I have, I think. Ah! Let's move to the evidence room. Talk to Gumshoe a little bit more. Have I shown him this? Nope. Not. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. Show that to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. What do they want me to do in this? I want to talk to Edgeworth. I know we're talking about how someone at the police station doesn't like him. What the heck? What do they want from me? We've learned that Edgeworth was in the room, but I can't get anyone else to talk about what happened in the room. I have so much evidence, but not a single thing to do with it. Okay. Gumshoe is the latest character that I'm unlocked. Maybe I missed something in examination? You can just check around a little bit. I don't think I missed anything, but you know, hey, it never hurts to check. Especially now that we've had some... Oh, no, I already... Nope, nothing's changed evidence-wise here. I guess, what's the lead we're currently trying to run down? Really the lead that I want to solve is what's going on here. Who's the other person who went into the evidence room? Because theoretically, to be honest, theoretically it should be Meekins, right? 514, because they told us that Meekins went into the evidence room. So really this should be Meekins. So what was Meekins doing going in here as well? Also, who is this? Did someone just go in and wait until Bruce Goodman came in? Why was Miles Edgeworth in there? I can't talk to Edgeworth because he won't answer my calls, or my text messages, or those times that I show up outside of his window. Like, hey man, you want to talk? He doesn't answer any of it. I'm 90% certain I've already shown Meekins, I'm 90% certain I've already shown Meekins the paper. But I'll try one more time. Nope, he does not know anything. You have a boombox above your head of the mixtape you made for him? Even when I do that! Even when I do that, he doesn't talk to me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he's like this. That's weird. I thought we had something, Edgeworth. You were being so nice to me earlier today. He was being so nice. And now he won't talk to me at all. And I just can't help feeling like if he really cared about me, he would answer. Just randomly pass a kidney stone? I can't say that I've had that experience, but pop off, I guess. So I go to his office. I break into his office and nothing. A work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so high I can see my own reflection. Gumshoe. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. I know I've already investigated this room, but it's giving me investigation things. He won such a prestigious award. Why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you'd think he'd want to show this thing off more than that giant steel samurai. Then again, Edgeworth has always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write this down. Tell me what he was like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments. That doesn't exactly sound like typical elementary school stuff. I just asked if he wanted to meet my parents and or move in together. Why doesn't he talk to me? I know, right? But he always hated receiving awards. He'd make some smart remark like, I know the path I've walked. No one else needs to tell me. That's how he's always been. Kinda gets under your skin, doesn't it? Interesting. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna learn anything new here. You won an award for playing the flute? Apparently. Is there anything I can show you that'll get me further? Yeah, she's not gonna answer us on that. Maybe the glove? Nope, nothing. It's SL9 evidence! Come on, tell me more about SL9! Tell me about SL9. No one's telling me anything about SL9. Please. Please, I just want to talk about SL9. Alright. So we're back to maybe it being Marshall or Gumshoe. Sale's opinion on ketchup. I don't like it, but that's because I don't like any sauce sort of things. You know. I got food poisoning once as a child, and it kind of ruined a lot of things. Okay, all right. Let's think about our next steps. It could be that I need to examine something again. It could be that I need to talk to someone. The evidence seems to be on that door. Turn on the card reader. Go have yourself a ball, partners. And I have the ID card. A real ID card. Let's get this investigation started already. Look, on the floor, it's a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. Just roped me a steer with this here lasso. What? It was a bellowing moo, pal, moo! Detective Gumshoe, I presume. If I could see the camera footage. If I could see the camera footage or something. Leather jacket, leather pants, and a leather... Those aren't pants. Those are chaps. And that's a poncho up there. Aha! A poncho! Sure looks cool, but the name is a little silly. Look at this swinging door, just like a Wild West saloon. So they don't like tomatoes or wannabes. Liking something that's a product of ketchup is fine though. I eat ketchup, tomato sauce. Oh no, I like tomatoes. I like tomatoes, it's just ketchup. Ketchup bad. No, sorry partner, but we're closed for the day. Huh? Y'all get along home now. I think Officer Marshall really wanted to be a Wild West bartender. I always wanted to say that. Tell me your secrets. This cactus sure is prickly. It must be real. Best keep your distance from Billy there. You're liable to get hurt. Billy, the cactus has a name? Billy, you're wearing your cowboy hat on your hand. Aw, my rawhide cowskin 10-gallon hat. I just picked that up, but Billy took a fancy to it. Looks like it got stuck on the spines and he couldn't get it off. Tell me your secrets! What's going on? What's in those jars at the back? I can't. They don't light up. Can't ask him nothing. No clues here! Alright. Nothing to talk about. I'm really quite certain I've shown him most of the things in my evidence, but watches I'm missing the one thing that he'd actually talked to me about. Which is like the one thing. Yep. He's not gonna tell me anything about that. I know we need to get some evidence to talk to this guy, but he's not talking to me about the rubber glove or the unstable jar. Or the scene of a stabbing. Could we use to choke someone? Absolutely could, but I checked it and we just talked about lassos for a second. I'm really very stumped here. I think Ace Attorney is one of those games I think it's alright to have a guide open in the background. Because sometimes the things that you have to do are just so insane that I think it's fine to occasionally just check on it. Cause you know, cause what the heck? We've been everywhere, we've talked about everything. Alright. We're in the investigation period. Confused to... I don't think, Jisho, I really don't appreciate the threats against Emma. Like, I wasn't kidding about that. I don't think it's very funny. I think it would, I would really appreciate it if you'd stop. You can dislike Emma all you want, but I don't like the threats against her. Let's see. Okay. Checking out some things. Let's see. I mean, I think it's suggesting that I try spraying more stuff on the evidence room floor, so is that good? Okay. I think let's just check if I can... No, I've gotten all the blood. Let's see. Am I missing something? Let's see. ID card. This says the Gumshoe is supposed to go talk to Edgeworth. This says Gumshoe. I'm supposed to somehow trigger Edgeworth talking to Gumshoe, so maybe I have to examine the room more? Maybe I'm missing something? I don't know, I thought I examined it pretty thoroughly, but I'm missing the red rope thing in the back. What red rope thing in the back? Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. What am I missing? Hello game. What am I missing? What do you want me to do? What do I want to do? What do you want me to do then, game? I have talked to Gumshoe with all of his things. I presented the notes to him. We talked about SL9s and I presented the ID card record. It got updated. I guess maybe... The only thing I can think of is I haven't checked this over yet. Tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case. Is this the Jisho? Yo, friend, hello! You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's so confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag? Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What, are we playing a word game now? Well, that's all we're getting from that. Can I talk to Gumshoe more? Can I try presenting this again and see if he'll leave this time? Yep, looking at it. Also hydrate. Oh, you're so right about that. I've totally been forgetting to do it. Let me just, Mr. Edgeworth's number. Belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Can we talk about the SL9 incident again? Talking about serial killing 2 years ago. Rumors about forged evidence. Detective Goodman. He's taken the knife out. How do I trigger Gumshoe to go talk to Edgeworth? It's not a choice. Yeah. Ah! No, they keep telling me that I need to go talk to Edgeworth, but I can't trigger Edgeworth showing up. I can't get it to... I don't know. Yeah, I got all the fragments done. I sprayed all the things. Nope, can't use this again. Ah! Let's see. Well, that's... I know I need to trigger Edgeworth somehow. I need to trigger being able to talk to Edgeworth. But he doesn't want to talk to me. Not even with a boombox. Can't believe he would do this. Let's see. Okay, we are in the evidence room. Take a close look at the thing, straighten the handprint. I think the problem is, that I do think I'm supposed to... Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Skye. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know when something might go down. Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? The problem I'm running into is it looks like maybe... Maybe I missed something while spraying this, but it's not letting me spray again. I might be soft locked, you guys. I straight up might be soft locked. What the heck? That's so cool. That's so fun and cool. That's so fun and exciting and cool. Wow. I'm checking Reddit. Someone else might be in this same problem. Let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's the spray thing, but it's not letting me spray. I think I have to leave. Open Minecraft to be Herobrine, create a cult of the lamb follower named Herobrine, can't believe something, give Emma a cookie. How are we supposed to give Emma a cookie? I know, right? This is extremely frustrating because it looks like what happened is I missed something with the luminol testing fluid, but it is not letting me use the fluid again. That was a one and done, and we missed it. This is devastating. Genuinely devastating. Okay. I hate to say it. I think we're gonna have to save Scum. Which means that there's a couple things that we're gonna have to... Okay, we're just gonna run through this really fast. We're just gonna run through this really fast. When's your last save? It was this. Yep. So we're just gonna have to... The good thing is that I didn't overwrite my save after the spray thing. Okay, so we're just gonna examine all the things. Examine all the things. See, this is why I think Ace Attorney is genuinely a game that it's okay to have a guide on, because sometimes stuff gets crazy. That's everything over here. Gumshoe, talking about the art being a war against oppression. Ah. Come on, let me just... Yep, let me, blood, it's on the other blood stains. Let's do the jar really quick. The jar. Both the mask on the locker have a handprint. I know, right? Alright, here we go. Here we go. I'm pretty sure it was this one. And this one, I think, was not that. No, wrong button. Let me... Not that, then was it... That right there. That right there. This one is this one right here. Forgive me if that's been addressed. It has not been addressed yet, actually. That is a yet to be examined incident. I think this was your favorite minigame. Good thing this was my favoriteest thing that I've ever done. It's this one, actually, I think. No, it is this one. No, wrong button. Was it this one? No, it was this one. No. Chat, I'm going insane. Chat, I'm going insane. All right. We're going with you, I know, right? Ah! One lifted glove here, but only one. SL9 added to the court record. Okay. Spray. That right there. We are going to examine. This one's our handprint. Gumshoe's going to be based. You can't trust the police based Gumshoe. And then right there. Yep, blood. He's an alien. Okay, so apparently the thing that we missed is that that right there. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Okay. Just checking. If I do think that that's the end of that. So now we need to present this. No, not like that. Like get done all of those. Talking about this. SL9 case, yada yada yada, and then we also need to present this. It's Edgeworth's ID. See, my instincts were right. My instincts were so right that we were supposed to be talking to Edgeworth after this. My instincts were so correct. Oh, I totally forgot to run through his dialogue. But to get that mixtape ready. Oh yeah, my instincts are so right. We were supposed to be talking to Edgeworth at this point. It's just that the game wouldn't let me. The game wouldn't let me back into an important evidence thing. Soft lock, chat. Soft lock. Vindication. I know. Right? My instincts in this game are good. My instincts are good. It's just that it was being cringe. It's being cringe. All right, SL9. All right, Detective Goodman. Took out the evidence. Report? You mean the note right on the back of the flyer? Oh wait, I definitely missed something with that. Oh, wait. Oh, I wish I could go back, actually. The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. Oh, he's saying he's gonna go give Edgeworth that report. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal, later. As far as I can tell, he's just gonna go, I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. He's gonna go talk to Edgeworth. There's some sort of cafe note thing. The important thing is that we solved it. The important thing is that we figured it out, finally. Edgeworth! Edgeworth! February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Oh, no! The bellboy! Oh, guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hands. How do we miss him? Okay. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office. You're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Sorry, we read that in Edgeworth's. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. This little face he does. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's talk. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Well. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've only done what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Why Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Even when he was on trial for murder? Okay, Edgeworth, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about this. Oh, right. I'd better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence, screwdriver added to the court record. Something's going on with Damon Gant. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Yeah, sure, bud, sure. Oh, we have 3 pages of evidence at this point. My goodness gracious me. What do you know about the jar? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright! Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him? First of all, is there... No, okay. Best evidence, if we're talking SL9, the only 2 pieces of evidence I have from that is that and the glove. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. Don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. Pass on the 2 things. Okay, so not that, not that. Maybe the scene of the stabbing? No? Okay, what's my best evidence then? Huh. What is my best evidence? There's like 3 cases being drawn into this. We've got the one with Lana Skye. We've got the one with Goodman over the police station, and now there's this 3rd case. Oh yeah, wait. Lana, Goodman at the police station, SL9, and now we've got this 4th one being pulled in. There's so many cases happening here. Not that, okay. What's my best evidence? I've shown these 3 things. Why has the order changed? Why is this now? What's my best evidence? I really thought it would have been this, but I mean, we can talk about this. I know you. Okay, this is good. Your turning badge! Of course, why didn't I think of that? You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you're on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Yeah! Tell me the truth, tell me the truth, tell me the truth! Allegations of forgery! The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I use slightly more extreme methods than normal. You're dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have a use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? You're the enemy, you know? I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks! How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprint file received. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. A little smile. That gosh, a little smile. Why? Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Do you see what I mean, though? Why is he being so gosh darn nice to me? Not that I don't like it, obviously, but like, Edgeworth? Edgeworth, hello? What's the, He is, I mean, I feel like that last bit, that serial killer was your father, calling it out, oh boy. Oh boy. No, but like, that last part, I mean, that was clearly, Edgeworth is worried about the investigation, right? If he's handing us tools to do the investigation properly, that means that he's worried about the police not doing something with it. I think Edgeworth is maybe a little desperate for something here, doesn't trust the police department, but doesn't want to say it, and so is, like, passing responsibility off to me because getting in character for Phoenix is wild, because I just finished the sentence in my brain, he passed off to me because he trusts me, and just, honest to goodness, melted inside because he trusts you. And I, honest to goodness, melted at that. I was like, he trusts me. He trusts me. The method acting just drunk on me, Aaron. It's a video game. You're supposed to put yourself into the shoes of your character. If it was a play or something, I would definitely be doing Stanislavski method, but it's a video game. You're supposed to put yourself into the shoes of your character. Okay. He trusts me. That's cool. That's cool. That's fine. That's totally normal and cool, and I mean, it's definitely concerning that he doesn't trust the police department. I step in no objection yet, because we're not at trial yet. I gotta go back to the evidence. One last thing. Right, please. Oh no! Man, that's my attorney's badge. That's not. This isn't the game I signed up for. You gotta do the investigation section so they can get to the objection section. No, I actually hot take is I would love to test. Well, it's not giving you an option to do it here. So actually we are never mind. We're headed back to the police department. Oh, and Marshall's gone. Okay, evidence room. Oh, graphics. Get the handprint on the guy. Oh, you're so right. I should have gotten the handprint on the guy. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest imprint. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Thumb, but we don't have the thumb in front. I think let's do this. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Grand Fortnite, this battle pass is actually going to pop off. Remind you afterwards. Thank you, Mr. Milk. I don't know if it'll let us, but you know. Let me show you how it's done. I'm just starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With enter, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E! Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. Just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, mister, right? I guess I'd better give it a try. It's just, yep, Let me just, really quick. Just really quick. Listen, I know there's probably a limited amount of powder, but, I'm sure we can borrow some from Edgeworth if I run out. Just clicked off the screen. Partner servers aren't powered by a single potato and the season came on time. First since chapter 1 season 1. Ayo, we love not being powered by potato. Oh, they upgrade to the 2 potato package? Mm-hmm. I might not be able to get those bottom corners as well. Power stream now, gang? Mm-hmm. Listen, they gave me the opportunity to cover the entire screen with aluminum powder. Do they think I'm not going to cover the entire screen with aluminum powder? I just think it would be un-Quimby-like behavior to not immediately cover everything in the aluminum powder. Okay. Aha, you did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. That right there. Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Glove moment. This is content. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. We're not going to do this one as extensively. It was a fun bit, but you know. But you know, we've got places to be. We've got trials to run. We've got objections to make. I wanna get through this. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? We've got an Edgeworth to gush over. We have an Edgeworth to gush over. I can't gush over Edgeworth like this. I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would be most likely found on this evidence locker? I mean, Gumshoe, clearly. Yep. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, wow. Oh, oh wow. Match found! Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Bright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time. But there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there's one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Can I use it? This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? She's so spunky, she is. Right, there's a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this? There you go, her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints? Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. I think the locker door might be a good spot to check. Unless, does it not want to? I'm trying to dust. I'm not really seeing. I really think the locker door would be the place to go, but we're just gonna click around a bit, see if I can. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that was just a trial and error. You have to complete the hand, like where the other fingerprints would be. Oh, I mean, that probably would have been a good idea. I just clicked everywhere. Yeah. You know. Oh, and there goes all the tummy drink. I think that's where I end up working, so we bossing. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Unless this is the one we already did. This could be the one that we already did. And there we have it. I'm gonna just get it done a little clearer. Alright. Let's see who this compares to. Can I, oh, that's how you move it. That's not quite right. Jake Marshall! Like how Edward had Emma's prints on hands. Hey, yeah! Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. But that's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. But it's Jake Marshall, clearly. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it! To be continued. Alright, I think we're going to court. I think we are going to court, folks. Alright, yep, let's overwrite our progress. Very nice. Alright. Day 3 trial former. February 24th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. Loses faith in the police system in real time. Yeah. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time, and a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's a trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Oh boy. February 24th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. Takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I know it happened! I know it happened! Wow, this is one mess up trial. It's looking like Officer Jake Marshall, but I don't know. Jake Marshall, or whoever, kills Goodman in the evidence room, puts him in Edgeworth's car. Edgeworth drives to the prosecutor's office. Lana Skye pulls out the body or something, makes a show stabbing him so that Angel Star can see and confess, and then gets caught, and the trial is on. I know what happened. Kind of. A little bit. I know. I think I have like 75% of it. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. That's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. So they're trying to frame who? Edgeworth. I think they're trying to frame Edgeworth. A little. I mean, it looks like it's meant to be a setup for Edgeworth. But not in the way that they're trying to get him off, have him be caught for murder. I think they're trying to frame him for improper usage of evidence. Nicholas every time Edgeworth was accused of murder. No. It's entirely too sloppy for them to be trying to accuse Edgeworth of murder. They're trying to frame Lana for doing the murder. They're trying to frame Lana for trying to frame Edgeworth, and in so doing, take Edgeworth down by presenting him as doing faulty evidence. You know? Does that make sense? Basically, what I'm thinking is that this entire thing is an effort to discredit Edgeworth. You know? So they're saying that this whole thing that makes it look like they're trying to frame Edgeworth for murder, when in actuality it's about how he's going to handle himself in court. Frame Lana, discredit Edgeworth. Yeah, that's what I think is happening here. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Police equals sketch? Yeah. Damon Gant is so sus right now. Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murder? It's clearly not Meekins. Hoo boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. It's clearly not Meekins. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir! I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir! My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir! So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir! I'm the one who did it! So it's clearly not Meekins. You get the popcorn? No, you're supposed to. I got the drinks. I got the drinks. Chatter in the crowd. Meekins, no. This man. I'll never kill anyone again! Sir, you've got to believe me! Sir! Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is, sir, I'm what you call part of the younger generation, sir! A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend! Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir! Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir! As you wish! After all, I'm a part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir! You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Great report, sir! Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. A fellow Gen, you can't fault him for enthusiasm. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Alright, folks. We press into statements. Alright. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Yikes. Now, there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir! The Blue Badger? Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir! I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir! I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. There it is. Yep, that's his little special task. He is probably the one who moved the Blue Badger and perhaps smudged the paint. Alright. Good to know. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then your ID number should be listed on here, right? See, this is what I was trying to figure out. There it is! I found it! This is the one, right here! Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir! It's 4989596! That's my number, sir! That's what I thought! That's what I thought! I see. Huh? But the number 4989596... is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Good to know. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. So you're attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? The murder was 5:15? Yeah! Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was! You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir! I swung my arms up like an octopus, struggling to detain him! That's how I got this gash on my hand! You just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't beat. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked! Grabbed the man by his collar! I fought for my life, then I did it! What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir! The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him! You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver! I made sure to close my eyes like a man! See. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir! After that, I passed out until that... So when would you... This policeman definitely uses perfect grammar in an argument. Yeah. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious! Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too! I woke up crying tears of pain! That's nice. It's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir! Your mission? Yes, sir! The Blue Badger, sir! I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand! Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Why is Edgeworth? Edgeworth, you know? Edgeworth moment? Edgeworth? Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir, take a look at this! It was sent to my jail cell! Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir! The chief? Delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir! That's absolutely right, sir! A videotape, sir! It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room! See, I've been looking for this! Yeah! Collecting dowling that everyone's going for them, so I was thinking of getting it in squads. My squad will probably steal it. Ah, bless. But see, okay, things are mad sus around here. What if I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased? That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir! It's the only thing I'm really good at! Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Shows the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word, murder, sir! It scares me! A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Okay. That's disconcerting. Okay. Figure in a white coat. Moving. Oh, it's impossible to say whether that's Goodman. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah! I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that at all. This is genuinely really eerie. Ah! Gee, what? It's the man in the chicken costume. I'm telling you, if there was a man in the chicken costume, I'd 100% believe you. What? Edgeworth gets me. This face that Edgeworth makes, he gets me. This little, like, crazy, wild-eyed stare. Edgeworth gets me. Doctored by the timestamp? Maybe. Well, I believe we're all thinking of the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? Am I log wrong? Oh, I didn't look at it. Was the time wrong? Judge based! Judge so based! What the heck was that? I'm feeling... the animatronic being there just made it so much worse. That was genuinely horrifying. That was genuinely one of the worst things I've ever seen. I need to drink some water. That was awful. Oh my gosh, what the heck was that? The judge is so right here. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? I'm asking myself that question right now. Just, oh no, just the turn of the thing and the way any important information got obscured either by the blue badger or the movement of the camera. Genuinely awful. Genuinely awful. Oh my gosh. For me, it was the music. Yeah, no, the music just playing the entire time. Just do 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 do, and then the camera panning and all the... Okay. What the hell is that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department. Sir, it's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Security video added to the court record. Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone. The trench coat, in the evidence room and did some sort of activity that, Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir! As you wish, sir! Mystery Man! Mystery Man! His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. Who else could have unlocked it? Interesting. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Not necessarily. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. What are we even trying to prove at this point, you know? What are we even trying to prove at this point? Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife. So, sir, you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face. I believe I would be classified as the latter? The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not? More to the point, you were the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see? Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. I think you're trying to figure out what you're trying to figure out at this point. Yeah, I think so. There's so many things happening, and it's like, what even are we trying to figure out? So, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label as having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Meekins. Eek! Eek! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. I don't believe in labels such as seen and unseen. Meekins, yes, sir! You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you're positive it was him. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do! About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir! I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past! They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir! I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir! And this, too! The locker you opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir! How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir! People in the know... The workers in the department cafeteria, sir! They keep me informed! They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir! For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him! No one else could have unlocked it! There's something sus about all of this. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. So, sir! If I may say something, sir! Please do. After all, you're the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir! My unsettled estate can testify enough to this, sir! Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is. Unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? There's absolutely a problem with the video. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. I have a suspicion. I want to watch for gloves. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where's the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman? Don't like it. Okay, so yeah, so we're checking time, 15, 14, 30, so this is the minute that Goodman comes into the, comes in? No, the music keeps playing! No! We're watching again. What we're doing is I'm trying to point out a contradiction in the evidence. And what I want to look for is a clear view of... Those are gloves, I'm pretty sure. That right there looks like he's wearing gloves. To the boss teammate still dying. Ah. Said something about rushing him or being rushed. Basically, they were like... I'm trying to prove that that the man in this video may not be Bruce Goodman. And I think my best bet for that, they're banking on the fingerprint thing. But I'm looking at his hands. And, doesn't that look like gloves? Let me, I don't like that I don't like that they keep playing the music. It's not clear from... Okay, so the glove's falling out. I just want to take this in slow motion really quick. Just to see what we can see. I should also probably have saved before doing this, but... Just comes along us. Alright, here comes Meekins. It's still 7:14, so that's when he would have come into the room. This is all lining up. But we're keeping an eye on the timestamps. Just to be sure. If he's got the knife, something happens with Meekins here. He gets hit. And he goes for the attack. The knife is still there. There's a struggle. Pushes, pushes Meekins. I really think he's wearing gloves. Going for the attack. Oh boy, that's a really unsettling shot. You know, Truxella smile as their head bops up and down as the murder takes place. It's terrible. It's awful. Terrible, terrible, awful stuff. And then when we come back, there should be... Yeah, timestamps still look fine. Okay. Well, let's rewind. Let's rewind quite a bit. And there goes Dollbot telling me to drink some water. I don't like that the music is just still playing here. I feel like the best bet we're gonna have to prove that he's wearing gloves. I really should have saved before this, but this is gonna be fine. I want to watch this carefully about that glove, because there's something with it. Okay, all right. Let's get to a good shot where we can see the guy's hands. There's not a really good shot of it. But I feel like the gloves issue, because I feel like that's clearly a glove. The way that it's shaded, that's a glove. Well, who knows if this is gonna work. The thing that's strange about this video would have to be, this. Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it. Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine? Don't look at me with those bleary eyes. Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again, Now what do I do? We are gonna save right here. We are gonna save right here. Woo, okay, play video again. Very well, let's try this again. Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone else gets hurt. Says someone pointing his finger at us. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've had to do that. Yeah, I know, okay, okay. So we've now got set up so that I can... Actually, let's overwrite here so that we don't have to go through all the dialogue again. If that, if this happens. Alright. Contradictions. I feel like it's about him wearing the gloves. I can't get a good shot of that. So what? What can it be from this distance? I mean, that's sus. That glove falling out, that is straight up sus. But... Here comes Meekins. Okay, alright. Go for that, that's the biggest thing I can think of. Oh wait, where did the blood come from here? The blood came from Officer Meekins' hands. We're gonna rewind really quick. See, he got hit here. If we go back even further though, you can see in this shot no blood. No blood, and then yeah, let's just play it through again. So Meekins goes for an attack. He's got blood on his shoulder. That's kind of a lot of blood, to be honest, for this. But, I mean, I feel like it's gotta be something with the gloves, but I don't know. He is just simply gone. We're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to go back because there's something. There's something. I feel like it's the gloves. But is there a shot that clearly demonstrates that? Oh, this is really far away. Before I killed them Gore Snipe before I could grab it. Unfortunate. Let's watch the glove come zooming up in real time. Is there a way I can show he's wearing gloves? We don't get a really clear shot of his hand here. I can tell he's wearing gloves from the way that the art is, but lock the placement because you check everyone's ID card and their locker number. So we know that that's the locker. That is Bruce Goodman's locker. We know that it's Bruce Goodman's locker. We know that's Bruce Goodman's locker. And we know that, we know he opens it. And he manages to make it in. That's sus. You know. That glove falling out is also sus. That's kind of weird, to be honest. Is the glove for the wrong hand or something? No, so the glove here, I don't know if it's actually important necessarily for I don't know if the glove falling out is important. I think he's wearing gloves, and I don't think I can get a good shot showing that he's wearing gloves. This is one of the clearest shots we get of him. Can you frame Bruce for the sun? The fact the bloody glove that was in there? Bruce Goodman is dead. I can't frame Bruce Goodman for this. It does not look like a glove. Well, okay, but if you go back all the way, looks like a severed hand. What? Oh, the glove falling out? Yeah, but if you look here, you can see the seams on his gloves. Such an inconvenient shot. I mean, I can try this again and Bruce, what kind of world is this? This is probably not gonna work. Nope. Okay, we're gonna save scum. We are gonna save scum. Okay. Maybe I'm focusing too much in on that watch. Can search everyone to find it. That's not a watch. That's part of his coat sleeve. That's a coat sleeve. I do actually want to try presenting this. The thing that's strange about this video, it's got to be this. Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean? Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh, yeah. Whew, I almost walked right into the defense's trap. I'll place him under arrest, sir! Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Now what do I do? Play the video again. Very well, let's try this again. Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone else gets hurt. Is the one pointing his finger at us? Okay. Ah! I know there's something in it. What's the contradiction? Okay. Let's talk contradictions. Let's figure it out. Okay. Wait! Wait! The light was already on. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir! Do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. The things in the corner. We got him, Jason. We got him. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. The light is already on. It was already open. Gee, the subtlety? The subtlety! Oh my gosh. Sheesh! And the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier. Sheesh! Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit? Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Cornered! Cornered! Sorry. Whew. We're so proud of this footage. Sorry, the pursuit theme. Pursuit, we're onto something. We're pursuing, we've got this. You guys know how that works, right? Where when the pursuit theme kicks in, that means that you figured something out. Cornered is the theme for oh wait, sorry, no, this isn't cornered. Dang it! I got so excited. This is the objection theme. Dang it! I got so excited. This isn't cornered. I got so excited by the music change that for a moment I lived in a world where cornered sounded like this. No, this is just the we figured out something with our objection theme. Cornered is gonna come when we actually solve the case. Ah! Order! Order! What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. Oh crap, the court DJ is dropping some sick beats. Things do be about to be going down. Exactly. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor? Something jammed the sensor. Say, something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. The glove. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this. Oh, you know we know what it is. Oh, you know we know what the cause is. That's why it falls, is because it was holding the door open. Okay. We so got this. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Oh, we're so onto this. We're so onto this. Oh, chat, we are popping off. We are popping off. We're getting so good. Glove. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But, sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my car door, sir. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. Let me see if I have an IQ of 127 plus. It's more of just a matter of, you know, of observation skills and being able to notice little details and things that are off. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? We're looking at the footage again. We're looking at the footage again. Boy. Whoo boy. I ain't no Missy Koopa. You ain't no Missy Koopa. Glove. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Can I talk about this? Poor man thinks it's normal and they guaranteed that things fell out of doors. Yeah, Meekins is having a rough go of it. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 or 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. But, sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Insulator from the MHA? I haven't seen it, but I trust you entirely. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Oh, you know we've got the insulator on hand. Oh, you know we've got the incident on hand. It's a rubber glove! I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. but we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It would appear so, sir! Interesting. Order, order, order! So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? The pieces start solving themselves? Oh yeah. Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video is indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir! Me? Sir? The game is serious and dark as this. I find the little ding noises so funny. Pull up the ascots don't match, and this is a world where no one wears different clothes ever. Wait, what? Wait, what ascots don't match? In, like, Bruce Goodman's, or what? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, no one ever wears different clothes in this world. Yeah, no, Jaysha, this game is fun, because this, yeah, again, this game is so dark and serious half the time. But then also it's just got the funniest little pieces of dialogue and character interactions. It's a very funky game. The little finger tap. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Mystery Man 2. The photo shows polka dots. If someone commits murder and dies, who gets prosecuted? Huh, that's a good question. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. Turn to the evidence room. One must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had to use his card. Interesting. An ID card record. I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. It does say Bruce Goodman, 5:14 p.m. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim. Mystery Man 2 Electric Boogaloo. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. Yeah, Phoenix's hair is spiky. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. Whew, at least they're automatically having me cross-examine now instead of just moving forward without giving me the chance to do it. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir! Solid as stone, sir! And my hand was wrapped in bandages! I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir! Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say till the very last second. Okay. Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir! This card right next to my cuffs, sir! I keep it here so I won't ever forget it! But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Like how the judge has had up to here with Meekins? Yeah. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. See, that's concerning to me because we did find Bruce Goodman's card in the parking garage. So how does that, like, that's I think maybe one of the remaining issues of the whole thing is that I mean, maybe the ID card didn't move with Goodman, because I still like my theory that Goodman got stuffed into the trunk of Edgeworth's car. but maybe someone went to the crime scene later and dropped the ID so that it would be found there instead of in the evidence room. I think that's my current sort of theory on why that is. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. His little bow. So it is, Your Honor. Not that prosecutor again. No! Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. No! No! Crowd! He's the man in the blue murder? Shh, don't stare at him. You've got the wrong color, kid. It would seem... No! First of all, beep. Let me just, So it is, Your Honor. It is I'm the one who is the victim! I was killed the entire time! Do you see what I mean, though? Like, Edgeworth's reputation. Taken a blast all, day after day after day. Everything about this case seemed designed to throw doubt into Edgeworth's credibility. Vanishes into the ether. It seems the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, it must be so difficult for him. This really genuinely seems like it's really hard for Edgeworth. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card! Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir! He didn't show me any ID card, sir! Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do is show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. Thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. Okay, so there's so first things first is we are getting ready to save Scum. Because I kind of have some ideas of what this could be, but I don't want to, you know, push too hard on it. The ID card, the issue with it is, with the ID card, is that anyone could use the ID card to get into the place. So if Bruce Goodman didn't have his ID card, then you know. But how do I prove that? How do I prove that? Let's just try very casually presenting the ID card found at the prosecutor's crime scene. Music stopped. Music stopped. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir! I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. Shakes head. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. Whoever's in the trench coat probably stole the ID in the locker. Well, but they couldn't get into the locker until they had the ID card. So they had the ID card had to... Yeah. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report? It's only half completed, but shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess, you believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order! 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 Does the prosecution have a response? Little finger tappies. I have only one thing to say to the defense. Yeah? Bravo, Mr. Wright. Why is Edgeworth being nice to me? Why is Edgeworth being nice to me? What is going on? What is going on? What? Why? Huh? Huh? What? How? What? What? How do you? How? What in the? You know? It's like, okay. I gotta say, like, I know we've made a whole thing over fawning over Edgeworth. I know we've made a whole thing over fawning over Edgeworth, but it's kind of psyching me out when Edgeworth is kind of responding in kind. I'm like, this is not how our relationship works. But bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes? What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... Well, I guess that's right. Oh no, we're proving that had to have been Lana. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah! Phoenix, okay. This isn't... I knew that testimony was way too shabby. Oh man, okay, chat, here's the deal, is I need to go. It's time for me to end the stream. So we are going to save here. Oh man, okay. Sister, no. Oh boy, okay, and there goes Dollbot telling me to drink some water. Tasty. So chat, that is where we're going to end the stream for today. The mysteries, they are mysterying. I don't know. Things are heating up out here. We had a rough go of it at the start of today, getting soft locked like that and having to retrack some of our progress, but I think we're well on the way of figuring this case out. We've just accidentally indicted our defendant, so that's not ideal. But it'll be fine. It'll be chill. What a cliffhanger, I know. And also here's the deal: is I will actually not be back tomorrow. I have a thing happening tomorrow that I have to do at the time of streaming, so I will unfortunately not be able to be here. But I will be back on Tuesday. I'm currently normally streaming Tuesday through Saturday, starting a little after 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we will be playing Ace Attorney. I want to finish this case out. Check art. Ooh, I want to check art. Yo, Mr. Malouk moment. Oh, pop off. Okay. But yeah, we're going to end out here. If you are staying on Twitch, find something cool to watch. If you're leaving Twitch, find something cool to do. But everyone, make sure to take care of yourselves, drink water, take your meds, get some sleep, and don't get indicted for murder. That's probably a bad thing to do. See you next time. Love you guys lots. Bye bye.